Today we're talking about Serve Robotics and what a trade it was today. I've been investing in day trading for 30 years and today I jumped into Serve right about 10:30 when it was taking off again. Obviously the stock was reacting to some kind of catalyst, so I'll share a few details with you now. So first of all, when I pulled up Finviz this morning, I could see that it was a top stock for gapping up. And you can see it right there. And you see the market was pretty much at a pullback all day today. But again, I couldn't figure out quite what it was up to. So if you look at Serve on Finviz, I use Finviz to notify me about any stocks that are gapping up that I can trade. And this one was a little wild, but I'll share the exciting story today about Serve Robotics and why it took such a big run up and why you want to watch for it on Monday. So you can see here in Finviz, it shows the chart for the entire day. And I was in it right around here. It's a little bit higher float than what I look for. I usually look for a low float stock, which is about 20 million shares or less. But this one happened to be outstanding shares of 36 million and a short float of about 5%. I think that's gone up since this morning. It had a relative volume, which is huge, of about 400%. So that got my interest right away in checking the stock out further. And when I did, I found out that it had gapped up already this morning. Of course, I didn't see this chart at the time. You could see that this morning, before I got into it, it had done quite a gap up. But first, to share with you why it gapped up today. So later in the day, after I quit trading it, I found this story, which you can see here. And this one is about Nvidia stake sending another AI stock soaring. So it shows here that shares of Serve Robotics jumped on Friday after Nvidia reported a 10% stake in the delivery technology company. It echoed that of SoundHound AI, the voice AI company that saw the value of its stock triple in the month after Nvidia disclosed a stake worth just $4 million in mid-February. So again, this is one to watch closely for a potential investment. These can have wild ups and downs, just to warn you about that, or day trade. Day trading is really risky, but it's something I enjoy. And it shows that in a regulatory filing late Thursday said it owned 3.7 million shares of Serve, a stake valued about 9.8 million based on Thursday's closing price. So shares of SoundHound AI, SOUN, a voice AI and speech recognition company, jumped in mid-February when Nvidia disclosed a stake that at that time was valued at more than $4 million. So SoundHound stock has since gained ground more than 125%. So Serve is a last-mile delivery company whose semi-autonomous delivery robots can be seen on the sidewalks of San Francisco and Los Angeles. Serve, once a subsidiary of food delivery service Postmates, was acquired by Uber in 2020 and subsequently spun off in 2021. So my trade today was pretty wild. So here it is, right when I jumped into the stock. It had already had quite a bit of run up that morning and then pulled back another run up. And I thought, this is worth a stab. It's worth a try. So I'm going to speed this up real quickly, but show you, and you can see the level 2 I watch very closely on the left. This is also Think or Swim. So I love this trader ladder here too. I took 8 trades on it this morning, and I'll just kind of pull this along so you can see how quickly it trades. So it's very nerve-wracking. You can see on the left here, $4.32 and $4.32 on the right. The nice thing was it was a tiny spread. That's the kind of stocks I like to trade in because you don't have as much slippage involved if you're trading it correctly. You can see it whizzing up here, but it is going up and pulling back. You are getting some topping tails, which is very nerve-wracking. I just made a buy. You can see one there, and it's whizzing up, and usually I let it run for like 15 to 25 cents or until it looks like it's going to have issues, and I think I sell it pretty quickly here. You should see that pop up. It was nerve-wracking because it would go up and pull back and go up and pull back, and I have it on a 1 minute chart. And again, you can see the level 2 here. It's a couple cents apart, and a lot of people asking to sell, a lot of people buying. So that's why you're getting all these topping tails, because there's a lot of action going back and forth in this stock. More topping tails. But the nice thing is the green bars are really tall right here. So, but then we're having a little pullback, which is nerve-wracking because that's quite a high bar. So I jumped out right there, but I will get back in. Like I said, I had about 8 buys today in this stock. So I'll speed this up a little bit more so you can see it just jutting way up, and I make another buy pretty quickly. Again, it's just flying up there. $4.86, $4.90, another pullback, another high, another buy on my part on the pullback, and I held it as it's going up. You can see it, some more green bars there as the selling increases, and I'm just showing you an abbreviated version. As I said, I did do about 8 buys through this entire leg up here that you'd see, but I did let it pull back about 15 cents each time because it did have these pullbacks going on all the time. So eventually, I finally, here's another buy in the pullback, and oops, there's another buy in the pullback, and then that was the end of the day for me. I actually had a small loss right at the top. So let me know if you traded SERV today and what your thoughts are. And as I mentioned, it's one to watch for Monday, as well as a potential possible long-term purchase, looking at how Sound reacted to that Nvidia investment. Please make sure to subscribe for my regular updates on hot stocks, as well as give me a like. And I look forward to your comments below on your thoughts on SERV and other hot stocks I may have missed today. Now go here to look at our next video, and one in particular on CrowdStrike.